Hello everyone, it's Zack here, and today, this is I'll have a new name. Mining Empire, I said it again. This will be blank something title here, episode, let's see, probably 6, season 1. So yeah, well, I got a somewhat of a new title. It'd be survival single / multiplayer, but depending on which one it is, today it's just going to be a single player, so it's just going to be this like that, but when I'm doing it with other people, I'll do it like this, so that'll make some sense in the title. But yeah, okay, so my progress so far has been pretty good. I cleared out the entire birch forest, and I just want to show what I got out of that birch forest, which is that there's actually quite a bit more, but that's in different chests over there, and that amounted to about 5,000 wood. That was a lot of cutting, and also this counts birch wood and other wood, but probably around 5,000, maybe 4,900, I don't know. Whoops. But yeah, anyways, I did not mean to do that. So yeah, I cleared out that, and I want to show what that looks like. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. It took a long time for sure. Definitely. Uh-oh. Wish I could get rid of this. I do have Optifine on, but it's not really, getting the whoops. Uh-oh. Well, just wait a second. Turn that off. I do have Optifine on just to help a little bit with some lag I'm having while recording. Not while recording. While recording, I'm getting whatever amount I'm getting right now. Yeah, this doesn't work. Just about 30 to 40. But when I'm not recording, I get about 100, so yeah, I don't know. And yeah, so here's the unveiling of what all this amounts to, which is all that got cleared out. That is technically part of this, but I'm not going to count it just because it's too far away to really matter. So I'm just going to say I cleared out the entire biome. And over there, I placed in all the wheat I wanted to. And when I was gonna do a bunch of this area potatoes, but then I realized I don't really want to. I think I'll just have this and maybe some extra animals over there. And yeah. So I also added these temporary, as you can probably tell, temporary ways up. It just looks nicer than a normal ladder, but it also doesn't look amazing. Let's see. I'm just gonna clear the weather. Don't hound me for this. But yeah, it's just extremely annoying. It hurts the frame so much. So does this wheat field. This wheat field hurts the frames. 32. Oops. Yeah, like 70, and then 37. But yeah. And then from the wheat field, so far we've gotten this amount of hay bales, which is a lot of wheat. Plus this entire area in here is actually filled, completely filled with hay bales. All this entire cube is from the top to the bottom. It's just inside and out. It's just all hay bales. I think I'm lagging out. Uh-oh. Gonna reconnect, I guess. Sometimes that happens. Yeah. No wonder those pressure plates won't open and stuff. It's gonna, yeah, but yeah. Over there. And over here is where I'm gonna be making the replica of my castle on the server that's called Fun for Freedom. I used to be on that server, but the reason we stopped, me and Gabe were both on the server, the reason we stopped going on it was because when the world reset, for some reason we were unwhitelisted. I don't know why. We didn't do anything like bad. We never got banned. We never got muted or anything. It was just, yeah, we just got unwhitelisted. Maybe everyone did, and when we tried to resend in our applications, for some reason we couldn't log back into our old accounts, and we tried making new ones, but they said that there's just a lot of problems, and well, yeah, that's just what happened. Then we joined Mindception, which I could show, but I don't really care anymore. We joined Mindception, and and after that, which is also a whitelist server, so it's pretty cool. And after that, somehow Gabe found this community, Mining Empire. I don't know how, but I think it was, oh yeah, it was through his friend Jack, and my friend Jack too. But yeah, it was through him we found the server. Well, it was actually through Jack's friend Johnny or Mumble that we found this. Well, technically, but that's a little bit weird of a story. I'll tell that later. But the story I was gonna tell last episode, I ended up getting cut off. Let me just think. It was about my old survival world. I'm just gonna farm while I'm talking. It's about my first real survival world, because I'd never had one up until that point. Well, I did, but I guess I don't know. I kind of cheated a lot in that one. But needless to say, that was my first real survival world that I didn't really cheat on. Not too much anyways, until the very end when I just cheated, and then I realized, wow, this is really boring when you cheat. So then I just deleted the world. I'm kind of sad I deleted the world. It was pretty cool. Had some cool things on it. And I wish I could show it this episode, but I don't have it anymore. So, yeah. Might recreate some things from there too. There's going to be a lot of recreations in this world. Just because I just like to recreate things, as you can tell by this thing. So, let me just turn this down. So that world was my first real survival world, and what was in it? It was pretty cool. I looked up a seed for an island start, just a small island, and it wasn't far from land either. So it was, just a short swims away. You don't even need to take a boat. You could have just gotten there in like 15 seconds. But it was far enough away to where I couldn't really see the other side, and there were no mobs that spawned on the other side. So I just wanted a nice area where I wouldn't have to fend from mobs, hostile mobs. I got a farm, which is pretty much the only time I've ever built an actual animal farm. I've never really built animal farms. Not too fond of them. Not because I have anything against animal farms. I don't care about stuff like that. But just insults of people. But it has that, and then I built my base, or not my base, just a small beach house. It kind of looked like it was pretty cool actually. If I can just somewhat remember it, because I think I can easily remember that house I built. It was really cool. I could probably rebuild it. It's not too much to it, but yeah. And then also in that world, there's more to it, the story of it. In that world, for some reason, I made a whole underwater area, but it got deleted somehow. I don't know why. Maybe the file just got corrupted and then it reset a few days, I guess. But it did. I lost all that progress I did. It took, I don't know, maybe 4 hours to make that underwater area. It wasn't too big, but it was still pretty cool to me. And I also had a really cool 2x2 piston doohickey where I'd hit a button in the corner of my storage room and the floor would open up. These 4 blocks would open up and I'd fall all the way down. And I thought it was pretty cool because I made it without watching any videos. And it worked pretty well. It just, you had to time it right. You had to be pretty quick about standing in the right place, which was pretty difficult because I had a laggy laptop when I was on that world. And that was also another reason why I was on an island, just because it wasn't as laggy. There weren't as many mobs, and yeah. There's a few more things I built in that world. There was let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're wondering how I'm getting so many or why I'm using a pick, it's because of Fortune 3. It works on potatoes, works on wheat only for seeds, not for the wheat, actual wheat. And it works on carrots, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, but probably. If it works on these two, then it probably works on that. I don't think it works on melons. It definitely doesn't work on... Well, actually, it might work on the stems of both melon and pumpkin. But yeah, I also made a mob trap. Just never ended up getting... I actually never got any mobs from the mob farm. But that's okay. And the last thing I built that I can remember. Oh no, there's two more things. I half built. What was it? No, there's more than that. Half built barn house thing, and oh come on, half a quarter. Not even a quarter. Like 1/8 built hotel, and finally the coolest thing in that world that I probably made besides the beach house got to be the zombie farm. It was just kind of a basic, but it was pretty cool to me at that point. Of course, I had to look up stuff and I had to do some tests, but it was still pretty cool. Okay. Just do this. Dang, it is really laggy over here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to. I'll fill that stuff in later. But as you can see, the Fortune 3 does work. I had not that many potatoes in the field if I were to just punch them, so it's pretty efficient. Just use fortune picks or fortune axes or fortune shovels, really doesn't matter. I don't think silk touch works though. Oh yeah, all of my tools are named after the people. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell you who though. Some of them are obvious, some of them are not. Like, oh no, I think I broke that. Oh no, I never made it. That was a modded world. Okay, so let me get on to this. Let me explain I'm gonna explain the layout of this castle. The castle is pretty cool. This was I created it on the mining. I got like a speech impediment, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I've never been tested for that. I made this thingy-ding on the Mining Empire. No, not Mining Empire. On the Fun for Freedom server. I just gotta get my thoughts in my mouth. Try not to say and stuff, but then I just go blah 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 every 2 seconds. I created this castle on the Fun for Freedom server, like I was saying, the 4th time. And this is the first thing I think. Yeah, this is technically the first real thing I built in that world. The first thing I built on this world was a starter base. It was pretty funny. It was made out of cobblestone. It started out. It did not end up this way, but it started out. I'm just gonna build it. Might as well. I'm gonna build it eventually, anyways. I tore it down eventually too, and then Gabe made a prank, but yeah. Like the pranker, but it was pretty obvious that it was him because he's a horrible liar. Anyways, so that base started out like this. I think pretty much exactly like that. However, because on this server I was running through the world coming from this direction, I was running, I found a nice plains biome and it turned right, so I'm like, crap, I just gotta hide, because and the reason I ran out is to stay away from all the people who are living near spawn, even though no one really lived away from spawn. Only the few people who started at that server did, and that wasn't many people. So I just started, the mobs were already spawning. I started building up this tiny thing. I dug 1 block down. Oops, way more than 1 block. No, I only dug 1 block down, and this is pretty cool when I found it. I dug 1 block down, I just put another cobblestone layer, so it ended up being 3 high, kind of, but I think I eventually turned that into the flooring, so it was only really 2 high, something like that. It's probably just like this. And I added a bed here, a chest here, and right below it, a furnace, or it was a crafting table, I don't really remember, not that important anyways. Just like that. Crafting table. I'm pretty sure I put a crafting table down there. Not a furnace. Just like that. And then maybe I had something like that. I don't know. It's kind of a noob. Not really. I wasn't a noob at that point. Just did it like this. Bed here. And down here I had the tiniest little thing. I dug down. That's actually in the wrong direction. This chest. It's in the wrong place. The bed was here. The chest was here. I dug that way. Anyways, I got a pretty good memory, I guess you could say. Everybody knows that I know of this kind of stuff, some small details. I dug down and I turned the corner, which I'm glad I turned the corner. I turned the corner again, and lo and behold, I found a spider spawner right in front of me. It was so cool. I called up Gabe. I'm like, Gabe, you gotta get on this server. You gotta get whitelisted. So he eventually got whitelisted, and we both actually lived in this tiny thing until eventually I decided to branch out a little bit and make this house even more awkward and add, yeah, I definitely went this way. I'll fix that. And I decided to add an even bigger area. So do what any noob would do, just do it like this. I put a little of that action. Just make it a little bit larger every single time. And I brought it up a block, filled the floor in, did it like that, something like that. You know, I just, every once in a while I would make it a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. It's pretty funny. It got pretty large, actually. There's quite a few chests. Yeah, there's definitely went this way. It's like this. I remember for sure. It was definitely this way. And then it curved around right here. Like that. And there's the spider. Not very important anymore. Just like this. Oh, such nostalgia when you rebuild things. Especially when it comes from the heart. You remember everything that you built. And it was so important. So great. It's just like that. Of course, the floor at this point was, we switched over to cobblestone or stone, whichever one that was. Fairly sure it was just stone, so I'm just gonna stick with stone. That's what my gut tells me. And eventually, once I got into Silk Touch, I replaced the entire flooring with in a pattern, coal, redstone, like ores. It's pretty cool looking. I thought it was really cool looking. Of course, I made it after I saw Paz's his base. He had a cool redstone coal floor, so I decided to just copy him. Yeah, I don't really copy too many other people too much. Sometimes I do, just because I want to have something like that. You know, I thought it has to look really cool, and I have to really want to do it for me to copy it. Normally I don't copy. Copy paste. Okay. Just like something like that. Just a little bit bigger, but yeah, I think you guys get the idea. And then this is where I stored. I didn't steal on the server. I stored all my stuff for a while until eventually I built the castle out there. Very slowly I built the castle, but I eventually built the castle. And it was pretty cool. And then eventually, because I didn't care anymore, I just tore down that tiny cobblestone shack. And then Gabe pranked me with the H prank, which H stands for house. And I didn't realize that, even though I knew it was a prank from him. I didn't realize it had to do with this house. I would have never really remembered it if it weren't for that prank. So thank you, Gabe, for that prank. Otherwise I wouldn't be saying this right now. Or actually no, I probably would, but yeah. It wasn't the greatest prank. But I might as well tell you how it went down. So once I built this castle, in a way they linked up together. It was kind of weird. There's a little weird link up between the castle and this shack, but it did link up, and you had to come through here. It was really strange. I can remember. Okay, there might have been, there was a block somewhere on one of these stairs. You just broke, like maybe this one, and you just tunneled through to the other side. There's a tunnel. You just had to break those blocks already. There's already a tunnel. You don't have to make it every time. And you just tunnel through, and I'd never filled in that tunnel just because I'm a lazy person and I don't fill in tunnels if I don't have to. I just light them up, fill in the least I can, just because I like having a lot of blocks. Cobblestone, dirt, doesn't matter. Just like having them, just in case I need them, which I always do. So it's actually purpose behind that. Just checking for mobs. I'd actually expand this during the day, obviously. So it wasn't very safe, and I didn't really know how to fight mobs very well. Yeah. As you can tell, as the story goes on, I continue expanding. If I can remember. Okay, anyways. So, the prank went down. I'm so sorry, dude. I ruined his prank. It was a brilliant prank. It was so smart, so thought out. It was amazing, actually. Now that I think of it, I never really thought up until this point that it was anything worth noting. But it was actually an amazing prank. A lot of forethought, a lot went into it. But I kind of ruined it myself on accident because there's a bug in the game where I would constantly F3A, which reloads the chunks, which would help me with my frames, by the way, if you guys do that. If you have bad frames, if you just F3A every once in a while, you get better frames. But the problem with that was when I was doing that, he was on the server and I was trying to find him, but I didn't mean to like actually do it, or did I? Maybe I did. But anyways, I was trying to find where he was, so I was just looking around, and I just hit F3A because I was lagging a little bit. And then suddenly, I see him shifting in this in the secret tunnel underneath, but connecting the castle and here. I saw him shifting in there, and I saw signs in there. And I saw him drink a potion, and then he disappeared. So obviously, it was an invisibility potion, and I didn't have particles on, so I wouldn't have no way of seeing him. Besides, no, I actually wouldn't have any way of seeing him. And I never actually saw the beginning of the prank until after, which I accidentally destroyed those signs, so I don't really know what it said, but I know it was really well thought out by him. So yeah. Oh, too bad. I wish I would have read it and gone through with it, but I knew it was him the whole time. I wanted to prove that, but yeah. But what it was, anyways, was outside the castle. Let me just go over there so I can show you exactly where this happened, where this went down. Right here, outside the castle, there was a few signs, and I didn't notice them because there was way too much tall grass and reeds and everything. Everything was in the way. And on them, they said something about, it's a somewhat of half riddle, half thought of just mystery. You gotta figure it out. It said something like, you abandoned me, no, it was like, you killed me, you abandoned me, and scraped up my old ruins. Something, I don't know, something like that, anyways. I don't know, can't really remember exactly what it says. Something about ruins, and you killed me, and I was wondering, what is he talking about? I know it's Gabe, so what could he possibly be talking about? Maybe, I was thinking maybe his horse, but I never killed his horse. Maybe a sheep, or maybe this is something to do with horses that I killed. Like, I just killed a bunch of horses for no reason, because, I don't know, it's just funny. No matter how sadistic this sounds, I'm just gonna say it anyways. I like the sound of the horses dying. I think it's just so hilarious when they go. It sounds like a pig squeal. I don't know. That's pretty sadistic, but it sounds funny to me. Kind of like when Etho kills bats. I'm not copying him or anything. I just think it's actually funny the way they sound when they die. Sorry to all you horse lovers out there. Pretty sure real horses don't make that sound though. Maybe they do. Probably do. Oh well. Anyways, besides that sounding creepy, I was thinking horses, maybe, cause he said something about, it was signed with /H, like this. Oops, like that. And there were big H's everywhere, leading through a cave system around it, which would have been about over there. A cave system right there, and I should have built this a little bit closer, then it could have perfectly replicated everything around it. There's a little cave system over there, it's a bit closer. and there were H's leading up to it, but I never went down that cave system, which actually somehow connected here. I have no idea, but it just somehow did. And there was a whole thing, but I unfortunately found the end of it before I found the beginning of the prank, which I guess kind of sucks. It was about here. There's actually a tunnel right here leading down underground, so I think this is off by a few blocks. It goes over a little bit ways. It goes down there, and I just found it in the wall as it goes down like this. I just dug up a few blocks and I found it because I saw him sneaking around in there, and I just wanted to figure out what he was doing. But sadly, I kind of ruined the prank, and I destroyed some of the signs trying to get in that room. So, oh well. There's not much I can do about it now. But it was a great prank. Thanks, Gabe, for the prank. Pretty nice. Nothing bad came of it. It was just I ruined it myself. Kind of sad. Oh well. I'm just gonna make some ladders. Up here in my base, my old base, was where I had this is my potion brewing room. It goes up a little bit higher. It's a somewhat of a spire, but not really a spire. It goes up a little bit higher, and is a nice cone shape at the top. And yeah, I just made so many mundane. Is that what they're called? The nether wart potions. I just put nether warts in. I just did that for like tons of them. I had a whole double chest full of them just so I could quickly make potions if I ever needed to. And I did use that quite often. So did Gabe, and we made a bunch of good potions that we used for whatever. Mostly fire resistance, just to go to the nether. Always take fire resistance. Always take a fire resistance potion in the nether. Never doubt the effectiveness of it. It's very important to not die in the nether. Let's see. Like this. But yeah. Up there, that was that. And around here, this is where all the furnaces go. And back here, I just wanted to have a decently looking wall design. So I just did something like this. I can't perfectly replicate it because I lost the pictures somehow. I guess I deleted them, or I didn't transfer them right. And the only way I could find them again, I think, is if I went to my old school, the school I used to go to, and go into their computers there, because it was my screensaver. Not screensaver. But it was my screensaver there, but I don't think I can do that anymore. Don't think they'll let me. Guys, I just want to go check out my old Minecraft survival world. Yeah, I don't think they'd buy that. I mean, it's the truth, but I don't think they'll buy that. Probably think I'm trying to steal something. I don't know. Ruffians. So yeah, that was that. What else? Yeah, so I can't rebuild that. I don't exactly remember how it went, but I semi-remember it. So that was the potion room, and up here, right around here, don't know the exact block count, but right around here I had stonebrick stairs leading up to the top. Sorry, I just thought I just heard something. Anyways, to the top of my castle, there was a glass ceiling, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I had my enchantment books over here, and all my storage is right here. There's a cactus farm underneath the stairs, and it's a pretty nice house, or a nice castle. Also made Luke, one of my other friends, Luke, a castle on the server. It's pretty cool, but I don't think I'll remake that. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I also want to change my name to this. Oops, without the capital A anyways, something like that. But unfortunately, this account is owned by someone else. I don't actually own this account. I semi do, but once I get them another Minecraft account, I will technically own it. So I just gotta figure out. I gotta find out in a complicated way. Find out what their old email password and stuff like that was, and use that to change the username, because you have to have a Mojang account to do that. to change your username. You can also change it every 30 days, and your old username that you changed from is kept for 37 days so that no one else can take it in case you want to just change it back. So you have 1 week to decide if you want to change it back, which is pretty nice. It's nice of them to do that. It's very smart. And probably want to get some glass. No, I used some glass panes, and I also used some glass blocks. I don't think I have too much glass left over, but I'll check. Definitely gonna need some stuff. I think I'm gonna make a slime block plus piston thing that brings me from somewhere over here up to there, that just flies me over like a ship. You've probably seen some of them on various people's videos, and also like on Missile Wars, the mini game. It's a pretty cool mini game if you've never played it. Missile Wars by Zack playing, where it just flies over and you can ride on them. It's pretty cool. Pretty sure you can ride boats on them, which is the safest way. Fairly sure. Probably ride minecarts too, but pretty sure boats are the safest way to ride on them. It's kind of hard to stand and stay still. Sometimes you get glitched through, but otherwise it's pretty safe. Just ride it over here and have a little parking space where I can ride back and forth from. It'd be pretty nice to have that, just so I can get around from place to place faster and I don't really have to walk. So I'm just gonna need to steal all this stone that I have, which looks like this is the last of it. That's really all I got. I did actually use all of it up. Oh well. It's coming for glass. That was the thing I was coming for. This. I don't think I'll change it up. I think I'll just use normal white glass. That's how it was. Actually, I'm gonna pick up all my ores. I went caving and mining both over the last few episodes, and I got a nice haul. Also made some charcoal, as you can see. I got a nice haul. I got a few more diamonds, a bunch more iron, a bunch more coal, tons more coal actually. I have another stack, but somewhere else. It's probably back at the other base. Lapis. I guess that's really all you get. Redstone too. Some levels. I got a new axe, brand new axe, because I almost broke my old axe on that birch forest. Nice efficiency 4 on breaking 3, and efficiency 4 on breaking 3 on my shovel. Also silk touch. It's pretty nice, as you can see over there. So I got new tools, except for this pick, which needs to be repaired. It's just a work pick, just efficiency 4, breaking 3, mostly for mining. I also carry around all 3 picks at me at the same time. Not very smart, but I don't really care. If I lose them, it's fine. I'll just get new ones eventually. I was thinking about it. I want to go to the end and defeat the Ender Dragon with you guys, but then I realized I can't do that because the Ender Dragon's already been killed by the other people, by Finn and Mumble, back when this was an actual server rather than just my own private place of refuge. It used to be a server, but this Finn, I don't know, he just turned it from something other than a server. I'm not trying to be angry at him, but I'm kind of mad. He promised to all of us that we would get 100 episodes before the next season started. Every season is a new map, by the way. Before the next season started, but I think he personally only made 20 episodes or maybe 15 episodes, and then he switched to a new server because, well, this server stopped because he ran out of money to spend on the server, sadly, just because we don't have money either. And then by the time he got more money, it was the New Year's, so he thought it'd be a great idea just to reset, I guess. Now I'm on here pretty much all alone for the most part, except for Frederick and one of my other friends, Lava Luck, and sometimes Gabe and sometimes Jack, but very rarely do they ever come on here. What's I doing? Right. Gosh, bad memory. Not bad memories. I have a bad memory. Short term, anyways. I have a great memory long term. Pretty sure I have some short term issues with my memory. Okay, me just check the time on this episode, make sure we're not going way overboard. Looks like I did go a little bit overboard. That's okay. It looks like I'll just end it off here, and I'll say thank you for watching. Come back next time if you want to see another episode. A lot of these episodes is going to be talky, just how I am. It's a lot easier than, I don't know, talking about Minecraft. I don't know how people do it. It's kind of incredible, but they do it, and it's amazing to me. Probably just average, normal to them, but it's pretty cool to me that somebody can do that. Don't know how. Not good at it, as I said. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Subscribe to Kind of Teammate Today. All that stuff. Give a like if you liked it. Give it a dislike if you didn't like it. And if you didn't like it, please say why, because I would want to know why you didn't like it. It's actually more helpful than giving a like is giving a dislike and saying why. Giving dislikes isn't helpful at all unless you say why. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. Yeah, so thanks for watching.